Let's speak to Igor Khokhlov here in our studio at RT, political analyst. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you as always. So it's been termed, I suppose we, Peter Lavelle and myself have termed it today, the tandem relationship. The tandem relationship between Putin and Medvedev now has a term of rotation. How do you interpret this shift of strategy?
Oh, no, I wouldn't call it the shift of strategy, because talking from both the legal point of view and from the point of the common sense, we have to understand that Putin has been extremely popular in Russia since 1999, when he became the Prime Minister of Russian Federation before his first presidency, and Russia has made a great way during those 12 years. Russian GDP has almost doubled, and the level of life in Russia, all over Russia, not only the capitals, has improved significantly. So
you say over the past 12 years that Vladimir Putin has been very, very popular inside of Russia, but what about outside of the country?
First of all, we have to understand that if you want, the most important thing, the most important task for the leader is to do good for his own country. The President of the United States, for instance, always says that everything he does is done for the sake of the American people. So the first idea is, I think, the most important criteria is the effectiveness of how the leader works for his own nation. That's the first thing. On the other hand, I find Putin very popular outside, because Russia has been conducting a very reasonable policy following all its international agreements for those 12 years, and our foreign partners can feel that there is a strategy. It's logical, it's quite expected, but of course Russia protects its own interests. It's quite natural.
But let's talk about this tandem relationship here, if you don't mind. Putin underlined today that it doesn't matter what position he is in, it doesn't matter what position Medvedev is in, it's the results that matter. Do you agree with that?
Yes, absolutely. No, in Russian political life, actually results and stability, those are the two most high-valued commodity. Actually, if we talk about all ex-Soviet area, the most high-valued commodity are basically the economic development. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, you see it has been a very painful topic for a lot of people, including Russia. And now Russian economy has been constantly rebuilding under Putin's rule and then under Medvedev's rule. And Medvedev set very ambitious goals during his presidency, the modernization of Russia, moving Russia ahead based on the resources Russia has. And as Peter Lavelle has just said, it's very important that Russia is an exporting country, the country that produces and adds up to the global production. So in this case, Russia has a very bright future.
Russia has a very bright future. As many say, it's the richest country in the world with its mineral resource, energy resource, metal resources, oil and all that. But one topic I really do want to touch down with you here is the fact about foreign policy. One of the major bones of contention for months, if not years now, between Washington and Moscow has been the Bush administration era declaration of having a European missile defense in Eastern Europe, ultimately parts of Western Europe as well, that is meant to defend Europe against rogue states like North Korea and Iran. And yet they insist on putting these weapons right in the back garden of Russia. Medvedev has voiced his frustration. He's voiced his opposition, but he hasn't perhaps really gotten angry over the subject. Now, could we expect a firmer stance from Vladimir Putin as he takes the helm, as he mounts the helm in 2012?
If we talk about global security, because this issue of anti-ballistic missile defense, it's not the matter of just security of Russia or United States or NATO members in Europe. That's actually a matter of global security. It's not about being angry or not angry. There have been a few pillars of global stability built in the 70s by the Soviet Union and United States, and Bush administration has contributed a lot to removing those pillars. Russian foreign policy is very logical. The idea is to continue the cooperation that existed in the Soviet era in building that stability. And in this case, adding extra missile defense in Europe or everywhere else is actually removing those pillars of stability.
Mr. Khokhlov, we're going to have to continue this conversation on our website, rt.com. Igor Khokhlov, political analyst, as always a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.